So I'm going to add everyone in. There they are.
Everyone
Hello,
filing
hello.
in. I love it.
Welcome, everyone. So great to see everyone. So everyone's going to be loading in slowly. All right. So as people are hopping into the call, I'm just going to let you, we'll do some really quick introductions. Just wait a few more seconds. And just as a friendly reminder, if you wouldn't mind going ahead and just putting yourself on mute, it just makes it a lot easier for the instructors. And I'm going to be actually the person who's monitoring the chat. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and put your questions in the chat, and then I'll make sure that we answer them there. And we'll be sharing links there as well, and you guys can chat with each other also. So just go ahead and mute yourself for now. And Megan, do you want to share your screen while I do the introductions?
Absolutely.
All right, so welcome everyone to tonight's Healthy Habits class. I'm Linda Lukovic, and I have been loving and enjoying this community for about 6 years now. And like I said, I'm going to be the moderator. So I'm going to be behind the scenes, making sure that things go nice and smoothly tonight for Megan and Ange. So with that, I'm going to just introduce them really quickly. So Megan Terces is a mom, a wife, and is super passionate about everything health and wellness. And she has been sharing her love of doTERRA for over 6 years now. And she is really excited to talk to all of you about our Healthy Habits program. And we're super honored also to have a second facilitator. So Ange is going to hop in probably later on in the class. Ange Peters, you may or may not know her, but she is the founder and CEO of Whole Fit brand. She's also the doTERRA Canadian founder and double diamond leader, and leads over 100,000 people across the world around integrating a healthier lifestyle. She is known for cutting through the noise and teaching practical methods for living a fulfilling and healthy life. And she is the creator of this program. So it's fantastic to have her joining us and teaching some of these methods. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to our incredible facilitators.
All right. You guys hear me okay? I feel like, I think I'm unmuted.
Yep.
Okay, great. Well, welcome guys. I am so excited to be here. I'm just going to see if my slides are going to switch for me. Hold on one second. Here we go. All right. So thank you for the intro. I'm really excited to be here because healthy habits and living a healthy lifestyle is just such an important thing in my life. And it's something that I eat, sleep, and breathe. I mean, I was introduced to oils 7 years ago. And before that, I was in the fitness industry I've been in the fitness industry for over 15 years. And I've helped many people, integrate healthy habits into their life. And then over the last 7 years using essential oils and doTERRA, I mean, this has been a game changer for me. And, I really do believe that these products can make a huge difference in your health and wellness. And what I love about this class is that we're going to teach you guys about the oils and the products in the Healthy Habits Kit. We are going to talk about 3 powerful daily habits that you can start to integrate into your life. We're going to talk about amazing rituals that really are life-changing and that really help you to feel better, look better, be better, because we all know you can't pour from an empty cup, right? So we want to make sure that we are just filling ourselves up with all the goodness and everything that we really need. We're also going to be sharing with you guys throughout this class. We're going to talk a little bit about our 21-day Healthy Habits program that is going to be running June 1st to June 21st. All right. So 21 days, it takes 21 days to create a habit. And we are going to dive deep into creating these habits and these rituals that will really help you to feel your best. Now, for those that maybe have people that you wanted to attend this class, we are going to run another one of these classes in May as well. So May 17th, which is in another couple weeks. So we will have another class happening like this one. So I know that there's almost 100 people in this Zoom room right now. And I'm so excited that you guys are eager and excited to learn and to grow your oil knowledge. So with saying that, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to keep going here. We will be reviewing specific oils and products tonight. All right. Like we said, these are the Healthy Habit oils and products in this kit. We're going to break down 5 incredible essential oils. We're going to talk about the Lifelong Vitality multivitamins and the importance of using supplements and the importance of really nourishing our bodies with the proper supplementation. We're going to talk gut health. We're going to talk about our digestive enzymes, our probiotic, our deep blue rub, and like I said, our Healthy Habits program. And the coolest thing about this class is that we are going to be giving away a Healthy Habits kit at the very end. So you want to make sure that you're sticking around right to the end because we have this incredible giveaway. It is valued at $196 US. So it's an awesome prize pack, an awesome gift that we are so excited for this. And, you know, Ange is donating this to tonight. And I'm really pumped about who the winner is going to be because you guys are it's just such a great prize. All right, so let's dive in here. I want you guys to think about rating yourselves when it comes to some of these pillars in our wellness pyramid. All right, so as we know, in order to live a healthy lifestyle, I think we automatically know eat right and exercise, right? Like check those boxes off. But there's so much more to that really play into our health and our wellness. Even with our eating right, you know, our food is not as nutrient dense as it was 50 years ago. We're not getting the things that we used to get, whereas supplementation and supplements really come into play in this area. You know, exercise, moving our body, we can't really get that exercise in if we're not well rested, if we're dealing with stress and heavy emotions, you know, maybe we're turning to not make the best decisions. So we can use our oils to help support us with energy, with motivation, with our achy and sore muscles. So we're going to talk more about some of these areas and how we're going to integrate these oils in all these areas. Rest and managing stress. I mean, like I said, if you're not sleeping right and you're stressed out, you're going to make poor decisions in the kitchen. You're going to not maybe sleep as well. So we really want to focus on that. Reducing our toxic load. This for me was like one of the number one areas for me to clean up because like I said, I was in the fitness industry. I knew how to move my body. I knew how to eat right. But for me, I didn't realize the things that we bring in our home, the things that we put on our skin, how much that can affect our moods. It can affect our behavior. It can affect so many things. So starting to really pay attention to cleaning up the toxic load is so important. So I really want you guys to look at these 4 areas and rate yourselves. Where do you really need to really improve in these areas? And then we also have the informed self-care. It's kind of what you guys are doing here tonight. You're learning, you're figuring out how we can implement incredible tools into our life. And we have our proactive medical care, right? Like seeking the help from our doctors. So each level really builds upon the last. Now, doTERRA oils will solve about 80% of your healthcare needs, leaving modern medicine to take care of about 20% that it was intended for. All right. So just kind of think about that as we go through this class and this wellness pyramid. All right, so for those of you guys that are new to this class, and maybe this is the first time you're really hearing about doTERRA, one thing I really want to hit home is that doTERRA is the largest essential oil company in the world. doTERRA is the most trusted, the most tested, the most pure, and the most potent, all right? We have over 60 tests that are done on every bottle of oil, the most in the industry. When you go and buy an essential oil off the shelf, 80% of those oils you buy on the shelf are adulterated in some way, shape, or form, whether it's with a synthetic, a fragrance, a harmful chemical. There's something in there that it's going to dilute the purity, dilute the potency, and you're not going to get the true therapeutic benefits from these essential oils. So doTERRA oils, they're tested, they're trusted, they're recognized because of this. They are recognized by doctors and medical professionals around the world. All right, they are tested and studies are done by major universities because the testing is always consistent because the oils are consistent. All right, so one thing I want you guys to bookmark is our sourcetoyou.com website. This is really what sets us apart from a lot of oil companies because we are the only oil company in the world that tests and provide the test results for the public. You want transparency? Here it is, guys. So sourcetoyou.com, here's an example of a bottle of lemon. 191985A. You can type that into your sourcetoyou.com and you will find all the test results. So if you're someone that loves science, that loves, research, this is your company. All right. doTERRA's got you covered. My husband, he's a dentist. So when I first got oils into my home, my husband kind of looked at me a little strange, right? I don't know, maybe some of your husbands have looked at you strange when you bring oils into your home. But as soon as I started to use them and we started to see the benefits, and my husband, who is someone that likes to research, saw the proof is in the pudding, we became lifelong users, and we talk about it to everyone. We use it in the dental practice. So again, this is one of the biggest reasons, is the testing, and that it's most trusted and pure and potent. Let's also talk about co-impact sourcing. Our co-impact sourcing model is absolutely beautiful. doTERRA sources from over 45 countries, half of which are considered developing countries, which benefit from co-impact sourcing models. So we're being empowered on both sides of the bottle, right? So we're not just getting the most incredible essential oil, but the people that are sourcing it are having an opportunity to work, to provide for their families. There's fair trade happening, and that's such a beautiful thing. Also, I think it's really important to know sourcing does play a huge factor in how amazing our oils are, right? If I like to use Florida orange, for example, right? When you go to Florida and you get Florida oranges, and you have fresh squeezed orange juice, it is absolutely amazing. But if you're here in London, Ontario, where I live, and you try to grow orange trees, it's not going to happen. Or maybe you could grow an orange tree like in a greenhouse, but you're not going to get the quality that a Florida orange has. So doTERRA really takes a look at the soil, the climate, the temperature, the rain, all of those things, because they look at where these roots, seeds, barks are grown abundantly. And that's where they source their oils. All right. So that's a really important thing to know, and to know that the people that are sourcing it are incredible people, and doTERRA has great partnerships with them. All right, so I'm going to encourage you guys right now. I want you to grab your bottle of oil. I've got a bottle of peppermint right here. Maybe you were sampled some oils for coming to this class, but I want you to grab your oil. I want you to put a drop in your hand, and I want you to do a nice little tent teepee over your nose and a few big inhalations in. All right, now for me, peppermint is always a go-to for me because it helps to open up my airways and just kind of gives me some energy. So as I go into this class, I want to feel energized and ready to really kick this off with you guys. All right, so as we're getting started here, before we dive into the Healthy Habits Kit, I want to go over a couple things that I think are really important. One of them is the 3 cool things about essential oils. All right, so number 1, they are safe. They're 100% natural and safe with no side effects and no addictions. Now, I like to say when I do teach this, I do have a slight addiction to essential oils, but it's a healthy addiction. I love my oils. I use them daily. I cannot live without them, to be honest. They are extracts from plants with amazing health benefits. All right. So there's 2 ways of getting an essential oil. One is through a high steam distillation process. One's through a cold press. So there's different ways of collecting that oil. They're 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. All right. So for example, 1 drop of peppermint is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea, just so you have that idea of, how potent they are. doTERRA is certified pure, tested grade oil, pure and potent. And again, we talked about source to you. This is why they are stamped that, all right, because they are transparent. This is why they are safe. And I feel very safe using them for myself and using them with my family and with my children, and helping over almost 10,000 people get started with essential oils into their home. So they are safe. Our second cool thing about using these oils are they are effective. They're more effective than modern approaches to health problems. A lot of the times we head down to our pharmacy and we buy something that's a synthetic. It's created in a lab, and what happens is our body doesn't know how to properly do what it's meant to do with it, and so therefore it can wreak havoc on the body. Whereas an essential oil actually permeates the cell membrane, so it gets in and it heals more on a cellular level, right? So it's more effective, and it just gives us that peace of mind, right? And these oils are so powerful. When you're using an oil that's pure and potent, you can see and feel the difference. Another cool thing about these oils are they are affordable. And a lot of times we can look at these little bottles and be like, whoa, they're so small. But really, in a 15 ml bottle, you can have 250 drops per bottle. Those drops and those bottles go a long way. They become pennies per dose. So they become more affordable than, a lot of the things that we're buying at our local pharmacy, the shampoos, the conditioners, the deodorants, and all the DIY things that we can make with these essential oils. You actually save money in the long run. All right. A very replenishable oil for me is lavender, for example. It's one that I use every single night. It's one I use with my family. And it's one that, you know, I'm needing every few months because we use it all the time. All right. So those are 3 cool things about these essential oils. I want to quickly share with you 3 ways to use these oils, because that's really important too when we know how to use them. Number 1 is aromatic. All right. And we all just did that with our oil that we grabbed, right? 10 TP over the nose, couple big breaths in. Another way of using oils aromatically would be in the diffuser. When we breathe in a natural aromatic compound, it's going through the olfactor of the nose, hitting our limbic system in our brain, which controls our heart rate, our blood pressure, our emotions, and our memory, which is super powerful. It helps to positively affect the mood. It helps to clean the air and support the respiratory system. Another way of using these oils would be topically, and that would be applied to your skin. All right. Now, we always recommend using a carrier oil. That would be either a fractionated coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba, grapeseed, almond oil. As long as it's a pure carrier oil, you can use it. And the reason being is that it actually helps the oil to, it decreases any sensitivity, but it helps the oil to penetrate through the skin so that you're going to get the better benefits from the oil. Now, personally, I love to use, with my kids, I like to use roller bottles. It's a great and effective way of using oils topically, is just rolled onto the bottoms of the feet or rolled onto the pulse points. It's a great way of using them. And our third way of using doTERRA oils, and the reason I say doTERRA is that internal use, I don't recommend any other oils. I recommend doTERRA. Again, because pure and potent. All right. And so how we can use this internally would be in our water. So I always will do a drop of lemon, tangerine, wild orange, or slim and sassy, or smart and sassy. So there's so many oils that I love to put in my water because I have great health benefits. It also helps to keep me hydrated, helps with my metabolism. The list goes on and on. We can also use these oils a little bit more medicinally, right? So like oil of oregano, right? Or our oregano oil or on guard oil to help with immunity. So you can apply these under the tongue. You can use a veggie capsule, which you can see on the screen here. So great ways of using oils. So aromatic, topical, internal, those are the 3 ways you can use these oils. You always want to make sure to check the label, the bottle, so that you can see it will either be labeled A, T, or I. Okay. All right, so let's jump into some fun, juicy information here. Oils that are in our Healthy Habits Kit. Now, these are 5 incredible oils, and 5 incredible oils that I use on a regular basis. Like, these are staples in my home, and I'm sure they are staples in a lot of your home that are already oil users. So we're going to break these oils down for you as we go through. So let's talk about On Guard first. On Guard is our protective blend. It's our most popular blend out through all doTERRA. If you were to like ask every wellness advocate, you would always hear that On Guard is one of the top oils that everyone uses. It's a blend. So we've got things like wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. It's also infused into 9 of our lifestyle products. So you will find cleaning concentrate, hand soap, toothpaste. We have our soft gel. So there's so many products that are incredible with the On Guard line. So this is a great way to help with our daily immune protection. You can add a drop under the tongue or massage with a carrier oil into your chest, bottoms of the feet. And even with my kiddos, I like to do a little swipe down their spine. This is great to diffuse. I love the smell of this. To me, it's a very seasonal smell. Like, it reminds me of like the, fall and winter. And again, it's great for helping to boost immunity, to kill pathogens in the air. So it's just a really awesome oil, especially when we're dealing with cold and flu season and COVID. So saying that, another way I like to use these oils or use On Guard is you can use 2 drops into some raw honey to soothe irritated throat, or add 1 drop to a shot glass with some water and gargle and swallow. So like the first place that I start to feel like my immune system's been a bit compromised, things aren't going right for me, it's usually I get that tickle in my throat. So having that little shot glass. So I have a health station in my kitchen, and in my right on my health station is my On Guard. And right beside it is a shot glass. And I will always gargle with this. And this is kind of one of my husband's aha moments. And to this date is my husband's favorite oil. And it says, he says it reminds him of Greece because it reminds him of his mom's baklava. Again, power of scent, right? It's got cinnamon and clove. Anyways, this is also really great to do DIY cleaners and hand soaps and all those things. I actually like to put a drop into a bucket of warm water, and that's what I mop my floors with. I clean my bathrooms with this. Like, this is such a go-to oil. All right, let's talk about frankincense. Frankincense is the bomb. I love this oil. It's a blend of 4 species of resin sourced from Northeast Africa and Arabia. You inhale or diffuse to promote feelings of calmness and connection. So a lot of people will use this during meditation and yoga. This is an oil for me that I help with grounding. If I'm feeling stressed out, this is an oil that I grab. This is my skincare oil. People always say to me, Megs, your skin looks so great. I'm like, it's my frankincense. I have been using my frank for over 6 years on my, close to 7 years on my face morning and night. It's good for it's anti-aging, wrinkles, fine lines, sunspots, all those things. And so it gives you that youthful, glowing, beautiful skin. I will also add a couple drops under my tongue to support healthy inflammation and cellular function. All right. So usually around like that time of the month, I usually personally like to grab my frankincense. I have a health station in my bathroom where I keep my frankincense, my yarrow palm, copaiba, some of my rose oil. So I keep all my skin oils in my bathroom. And so when it's, I'm feeling like there's something going on, I will always do frankincense on the tongue, under the tongue. All right, we're going to talk tangerine. Tangerine is a great, beautiful oil. It's got the highest limonene content, so that's the cleansing constituent within the oil out of all the citrus oils. All right, so this actually used to be a lemon oil, but doTERRA changed it to tangerine because of the higher amount of limonene that it has. So it's actually more cleansing for the body. So it cleanses internally. So add 1 drop to 20 ounces of a glass or stainless steel water bottle. So you can sip on this throughout the day. Now I find that when I do a drop, I actually don't drink all the way to the bottom of my glass because that lemon or the tangerine will stay in that bottle and you can just keep topping it up with your water and you're still going to get that tangerine taste. And it's just great to flavor things with. So also beautiful to diffuse. You can diffuse it. It smells amazing with lavender, which is another oil that comes in this Healthy Habits kit. It's great to clean with, right? So we talked about reducing the toxic load. This is an oil that you can make as a counter spray. It's great for removing sticky residue or marker. You can add a drop to your smoothie, to your salad dressings, or your baking. It's just a really versatile oil. And I guess for anyone that's been in doTERRA for a while, we all know that citrus oils are absolutely amazing and beautiful. And tangerine is definitely up there in terms of one of my favorite citrus oils. All right, let's talk lavender. Lavender is like the Swiss Army knife of oils, right? This is great for skin. So it's great for soothing sunburns, dry skin, bee stings, bug bites, burns. This is the oil that you're going to want to grab. All right. Add a drop to your mascara tubes. It actually extends the life and promotes lash growth. All right. So if you're looking for some lash growth, lavender in a tube of your mascara is great. But what I love about lavender and where I use it all the time is for sleep and relaxation. So it promotes a deeper sleep. Add 3 drops to your diffuser 30 minutes before you go to bed. So always, and again, talk power of scent, right? My kids, we always have lavender in the diffuser, and typically, again, half an hour before they go to bed, they can smell the lavender and they're like, oh, it's bedtime. Like they know, they associate the smell of lavender with bedtime. Also really great to massage around around the ear if you're dealing with any sort of earache. If you guys are runners, I know I love running, but sometimes we can get really windy days and that wind in the ear can cause the ear to feel a bit sore. Rubbing that around the ear will help to soothe that as well. And talking about sleeping for a minute, I love Epsom salt baths. And as you go through this 21-day program, we're going to give lots of really fun DIY baths and really fun ways of how to take care of ourselves and our self-care. But I love lavender rolled in the bottoms of my feet before bed. And I love it also in the bath with a little bit of frankincense. So one of my favorite blends in the bath with some Epsom salts. All right, let's talk about balance. It's a beautiful grounding blend of blue chamomile, blue tansy, frankincense, black spruce, hoe wood, and osmanthus flower. So this is a great oil to inhale from the hands. So just like I did earlier, a drop in the hand, little tent teepee over the nose, a few big inhalations in. It's very grounding and very peaceful. This was an oil that I first got started with when I got started with oils 7 years ago because of the grounding and the calming properties of this. This is also really great to massage into your feet in the morning to help with support with circulation. And it's just kind of that nice kind of way to kickstart your day. And as we go through 21-day habit rituals, this is something you definitely want to kind of incorporate is getting used to using your balance, applying it to pulse points throughout the day. I personally love balance with my kids when they're homeschooling. or when they are doing their homework or studying for a test. Usually I have balance and tangerine or a wild orange diffusing in the diffuser right beside where they are studying. All right. So it just helps to calm them down. If you have younger kids, this is a great oil to use in their hands. If they're having like a little temper tantrum, little cup over the nose, couple big breaths in, and it will help to calm them down. Also, add 5 drops to 1 cup of Epsom salts and soak in the bath before bed. So I add a little bit of lavender to this, is amazing. A little bit of Frank. I love bathing with my oils. So those are some awesome little tips on using those 5 incredible oils. But let's dive into some other products in this kit, as this kit is pretty, packed with amazingness. So Deep Blue Rub. I don't know if you guys have tried this before. This is like hands down one of my favorite products. I have a tube of this we have a little home gym. And so this is always in my home gym. This is usually my pre and post-workout oil or thing that I like to use along with peppermint. But this is a really beautiful blend of wintergreen, peppermint, ylang ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, blue chamomile, osmanthus, and it's got some really incredible chemical constituents in there that will really help to support muscles and joints. So if you're dealing with just any sort of achiness from pre or post workout, this is your go-to. But not just that, we are at a computer all day long, especially those of you guys that are working from home and we're hunched over. This is the oil. This is what the product you're going to want to grab, apply it to your shoulders. This is great if you're dealing with headaches or tension or migraines. You can rub this along the hairline onto the temples, but just a go-to, and one that if you've been on your feet all day, rub this onto the bottoms of your feet and thank me later. So just a really awesome product to use, and one that we really talk about and we teach you how to use throughout the 21-day program. Let's talk lifelong vitality supplements. So in our lifelong vitality supplements, we all want to have higher energy. We want to have less pain. We want to have glowing skin. We want to have healthy hair, nails, skin. I can honestly say these supplements have been a game changer. And being in the fitness industry for as long as I've been, I have always been told to take a multivitamin, but I would take one and I would never feel a difference. I never understood why people took vitamins, because I would just pee out fluorescent yellow and I never felt any energy or anything from it. So I stopped. I actually stopped taking them until about a year into using doTERRA. I was like, oh my gosh, they have vitamins. And I started taking these, and I will say these are a game changer. I have been religious with taking these for the last 7 years. And if I ever miss a time, that's when I actually feel the difference, because I feel not as much energy. I feel more lethargic. I feel not like myself. My husband also takes these as well. He went to a doTERRA event with me one time, and they talked about these, and he looked at me and was like, I cannot believe you're hogging all of these vitamins and not sharing them with me. So I want to just kind of dive a little bit deeper into what is in the Lifelong Vitality Pack. We have our Microplex VMZ, which is good. It's basically like good, clean fuel. All right. Our Microplex is our food nutrient complex. It's derived from whole foods, so our body knows how to break it down. It's got 22 vitamins and nutrients in there. It's basically equivalent to like 12 servings of like fruits and vegetables. All right, like there is it's power packed. It's going to give you everything that you need, because like I said, our diets, no matter how clean you eat, they're not as nutrient dense as they should be. We also have our Alpha CRS, which it keeps the engine clean by allowing fuel to work to its full potential. All right. So the Alpha CRS is our cellular vitality complex, because as we age, our cells start to diminish, and we want to make sure that we're keeping those cells healthy and vibrant, and we want to prevent them from diminishing. So this Alpha CRS is absolutely incredible for that. And then of course we have our XO Omega, which keeps the engine well greased. So all the working parts can move fluidly through the engine. All right. So that's kind of like our analogy there. But, at the end of the day, a good omega supplement, it helps to support joint health, cardiovascular health, and brain health. So this whole pack covers everything when it comes to your body. And a lot of times when you go to the health food store and you try to buy all of these products, you spend a heck of a lot of money. Whereas this whole vitality pack is such an awesome price point when you start to look at how you take it and how it makes you feel. All right, so why is supplementation important? Well, nutrient deficiency shows up as, lack of energy, fatigue, mood swings, irritability, joint discomfort, unhealthy looking skin, hair, and nails, right? So there are results of clinical trials using lifelong vitality supplements, which, you know, I think we're gonna be popping them up in here for you guys in the chat. But there are some really incredible testimonials when it comes to lifelong vitality. And I can honestly say from my experience of using them myself, and if you talk to anyone that's on this product, you will absolutely fall in love with these supplements and how you feel. All right. All right, so let's talk a little bit about our gut health. All right, so TERRAZYME. So this is the rockstar supplement for supporting your digestive system. If the digestive system's not working right, we're not feeling our best. So we want to make sure everything is working properly and fluidly, and just we want to keep that engine going. So it's a powerful combination of 10 active whole food enzymes that support optimal health for promoting more efficient digestion. So suggestion is 1 or up to 3 with each meal. So if you have a hard time digesting food, if you're feeling super bloated and you're just, you know, not figuring out what it is, this is a really awesome product to have. Now, personally, I eat very clean during the week, but then on weekends, I like my treats. I like my ice cream. I like going out for a burger. And I find that knowing that I have my TERRAZYME, it gives me that peace of mind that, okay, you know what? I'm going to enjoy this and I'm not going to have guilt about it. And I'm not going to feel like not good after. I'm going to feel good after. So I take my TERRAZYME. So this is kind of cool. This is the TERRAZYME experiment. You guys can give this a go. This is, just a little experiment using 2 bowls of oatmeal, just using oatmeal and water as the base. So add a few tablespoons of oatmeal in 2 separate bowls, mix in water until it becomes movable. All right. In 1 bowl, stir in a capsule of TERRAZYME. So open up your capsule, stir in your TERRAZYME, stir both bowls for a few minutes, and then notice what happens to the bowls. It's very, very interesting. 1 bowl becomes hard as a rock, and the other bowl stays nice and liquidy, right? Kind of breaks it all down so that your body knows how to break it down. So it's just a really fun little experiment. You guys can give that a go. If you have a TERRAZYME at home, you can give that a try. Might be fun. It might be a little fun little science project to do with the kiddos because I'm schooling my kids. So my kids might find that fun right now. All right. Let's talk about PB Assist probiotic, our PB Assist. So this is our probiotic. Again, gut health is everything. So PB Assist is a very unique probiotic system. It's a double layered capsule of prebiotic fiber and 6 strains of probiotics with chlorophyll, giving you 6 billion CFUs of active cultures. That's incredible, guys. All right, this prebiotic, the prebiotics are the food for the probiotics to help ensure the probiotics make it past the acidity in the stomach. All right, so most probiotics die in the stomach before making it to the GI tract. Just a fun fact, all right? So this actually gets in and it does what it's meant to do because it's got that double layer and it's going to get where it needs to go. So we usually take about 1 to 2 of these on an empty stomach or before bed. So either first thing in the morning or before bed, okay? A little side note, do not store this in the fridge. A lot of probiotics that you buy, you'll have to store in the fridge. This you don't need to because it doesn't actually get active until it is released into the gut. All right. So with saying all of that, I have just fire hosed you guys with 5 incredible oils and our multivitamins, our lifelong vitality, our deep blue rub. These are all the products that come in this healthy habits kit. And these are all the products we're going to be going through with our 21-day program and our challenge. And I am so happy that Ange Peters is here today because she is going to take over this next half of this class and she is going to talk about this program as she's the one that put this beautiful program together. And I have gone through it, and every time I do, I feel better. And I really do love this program. So I really hope you guys participate in it. And Ange is going to break that down for you. So take it away, Ange.
All right, right on. You did such a good job with the first part of the class. I have to tell you guys, I was just texting with Emily Wright. She wrote me about something. So I actually took a screenshot of all of you on Zoom. I'm like, look where all of our people are tonight. We're all learning together. So she was really thrilled to see that and sends you guys love. All right, so I am excited to take you through the back half of this class where we're going to give you a little peek into the Healthy Habits program. And Megan did a stellar job explaining the products that are in the Healthy Habits kit. We wanted to focus everything around this kit tonight because this is all you need to do this program. Now, we are going to show you a couple of other optional items you might want to order in that will help take the program to that next level for you. And I'll share that with you in a few moments. But how about we have a quick look on the inside of this program? So we are running this June 1st until the 21st. It includes a value-packed program ebook. And we also have a private Facebook group that, yes, Megan, I'd love you to flip the slides for me as we go. That's great. I'll let you know. I'll do this little symbol. Okay. We also have a private Facebook group for you where we're all going to hang out together to do these 21 days together. And I know you're probably feeling like, oh, I'm in so many Facebook groups, I don't want to join another one. Don't worry, this group only is active for the 21 days of this program, and then we go silent for the rest of the year. So join us in there, because that's where we're going to run daily challenges. You're actually going to go through 21 specific assignments. I'll show you what those look like shortly. And we're giving away kits within the program too. So you'll want to be in that group with us. So what you're seeing on the screen right here is our daily tracker. This is what you'll be using as a key tool for the 21 days. So whether you want to keep a binder with your forms for the program, maybe in the kitchen or at your health station, like Megan talked about, or maybe you want to just use this digitally, whatever you want to do, you'll want to have 21 copies of this, because you'll use this every day to keep you on track. So I want to share quickly how this works. Every day we give you to use a very specific oil and supplement routine, which you can see on the right-hand side. It's right under the purple banner. And it is a simple routine for taking all of the products in your Healthy Habits kit and putting them to work. So basically, you guys, by the end of the 21 days, your bottles will be almost empty. We're going to teach you how to really integrate this lifestyle. And you'll learn some new things through this program for sure. But if you are brand new to our community and you haven't known where to start with your oils, maybe you purchased a kit of oils years ago and they've just been sitting there collecting some dust and you haven't quite known what to do, this program is going to totally change the game for you. Okay. So we have a little morning routine, we have an afternoon routine, and an evening routine. It's very simple. We've just written it out for you. And then on the left side of the tracker, you'll find your habit menu. So what we've done here is we've given you 10 of the biggest movers when it comes to your overall health. So if you think about habits as building that future you, many of the things we do on a daily basis are habitual. We don't think about them. And often we fall into habits. Sometimes we fall into habits that we don't really want to be keeping anymore. I'm sure all of us can think of one thing or maybe two things that we'd really like to release right now, that we realize is not serving us in this season of life or supporting who we want to grow into, who we're becoming. And so this is your opportunity to hit that reset button and renovate your habits. And so we give you a list of 10 to choose from. What we're encouraging you to do is focus on just 3 a day. So you pick the 3, okay? If you want to really hit it, then maybe you'll shoot for 7, 8, or maybe all 10 of the habits as we go along, but we're suggesting just 3. And then along the bottom is a space for you to track and really check in with yourself each day. In the morning, you can record what your top 3 actions are for the day. At the end of the day, you can journal. How did today go? How did it feel as you're trying some of these new habits? And what are you feeling grateful for? We want to invite you through this program to really anchor into a feeling of gratitude for community and being together in this program and for having access to these life-changing tools. And you'll find that there's a pretty powerful shift that takes place when we can just pause and really think on who we're becoming, right? And all that we have access to be able to do that. Next slide, please. So we mentioned that on the daily tracker, there's a sequence that you're going to follow with your oils and your supplements. And there's the habit menu that you can choose 3, 4, maybe 10 of those habits to focus on each day. There's 3 rituals that we teach you about in this program. And I would love to hear from you guys in the chat if you have tried any of these before. If you've been around our community for a while, you've probably heard us talking about these rituals. They're really big deals. to just feeling more in control of your life and of your day. And honestly, even if you have a day that just goes way off track and doesn't go the way you had planned, if you have a nice bookend to your day, it completely changes the way you feel about yourself and the way you feel about your day and your life. Really, you feel more in control. So the first ritual that I want to mention is called the sweat and smoothie stack. This is something I coined a few years ago. It actually is mutually beneficial because exercising each day and having a nutritious smoothie are both really great habits to have. But when you stack them together, they help you do the first thing. If you know that you've got this delicious smoothie waiting for you and it's timed properly to be right after a workout to replenish your muscles, you're more likely to do that workout. So if you leave your exercise to be any time of the day and not a specific time of day, it's less likely to happen. For example, I know Megan cranks out her workout first thing in the morning. You guys, if you follow her on Instagram, you see her post at like 6 a.m., right? She's done that for years because that works for her. And Megan, like if you left that till the afternoon, it probably wouldn't happen, right? And so for some of you coming into this program, it's deciding, okay, I'm going to honor a workout each day as part of my top 10 habits that I'm going to focus on. I'm going to do it at this time of day, and I'm going to reward myself with a delicious smoothie after to stack it. Now, the second routine I see a lot of you starting to talk about in the comments is the good morning routine. And I'll talk about the good night routine at the same time here. This is starting your day a certain way and ending your day a certain way using your oils, putting them to work in a very simple, like literally takes 5 to 10 minutes to do, but totally sets up a great day for success. And when you do it at the end of the day, it sets your next day up for success. So it's just this great ritual to get into. And I'm not going to go into full detail on these, but we give you the exact sequence to follow. You might want to print these rituals just to keep in your binder for the first little while until it becomes a habit. Okay, next slide, please. So I already covered those. So I talked about the 10 habits. I want to just isolate the top 3 habits you might want to be considering as you go through this program. So next slide. So the first key habit is daily water intake. Megan mentioned this earlier when she was talking about tangerine, the highest limonene containing citrus oil. It actually tastes really good too. How many of you have tried tangerine? It's a newer oil to the citrus oil lineup. And it is now included in the Healthy Habits kit in place of what lemon used to be in the kit, and they changed it to tangerine so that you could get this really high limonene content. So you may have heard this rule before. Most people are very dehydrated and they don't realize it. Usually by the time you realize you're thirsty, your body is actually already dehydrated. And so it is important to keep this front and center. If you think you're not drinking enough water per day, you probably aren't. And so a good test is to track your water intake for one day. Just be really honest with yourself. The goal with water intake is to drink at least half your body weight in ounces of water. So let's say you weigh 140 pounds, you want to be drinking at least 70 ounces of water per day. Now, if you struggle with that, adding citrus oils to your water is probably going to help you bring your intake up because it helps flavor them slightly. It also is very refreshing. Citrus oils are very cleansing to your body in a different way than squeezing citrus oil in. Megan mentioned her husband's a dentist. He would probably confirm what I'm about to say. If you drink a lot of fresh squeezed lemon water, it can be very acidic on your enamel. You don't have that same issue when you add citrus oils to your water, okay? Both are great for different reasons. I'm not saying don't ever juice lemons. I love juicing lemons in the morning. I'll add a drop of ginger to fresh squeezed lemon juice in my water. I love it. It's a nice morning tonic, but a different role in the body than the high limonene content in citrus oils. Yeah, good point. Corinne said it also doesn't give you heartburn, which is, yeah, that's true. That does happen sometimes with lemon juice. The citrus oils are great in sparkling water too. If you like Pellegrino, you could add a couple drops of your tangerine to that, and it's really yummy, and then you're not adding sugar. Keeping in mind, the bottles in your Healthy Habits kit, you guys, are 5 ml. I think Meg's mentioned this, but each bottle has about 85 drops. So if you were just to use tangerine throughout the program to add to your water, you would have enough throughout the whole program to add 1 drop to 4 large bottles of water per day, okay? All right, next slide. We'll go to the second key habit, daily exercise. So what we want to invite you to do throughout this program is to come into a different relationship with exercise. A lot of us think of it as torture, almost like, oh, beating ourselves up. We've got to do that workout. And sometimes we find ourselves putting it off and putting it off, and then we do it begrudgingly. I want you to think of exercise as flowing the energy through your body and increasing your vitality and life force. When you sweat, and the ideal would be to sweat at least 20 minutes per day, you're cleansing your body through that process. You're becoming stronger, you're circulating energy. You always come out of a workout a different person, don't you? You know, you sometimes you might put it off and it feels like so much work just to lace up your shoes, but when you show up for yourself in this way, you end that workout a different person. You become inches every day, you become stronger and you move into that higher you. And so this would be what we would identify as the second core habit if you were to choose 2 habits out of that list of 10. In your Healthy Habits kit, you have your Deep Blue Rub that Meg's mentioned. It is so invigorating to massage that into your neck, or if your back's a little bit sore, if you have any achy joints, it feels so good. It is magic, that rub, right? For those of you that haven't tried Deep Blue before, it is just a gateway product in doTERRA for people that experience pain. So it is high in methyl salicylate. That's the main constituent, which is found in our Deep Blue blend. And that is why it works so rapidly. So it's also a great way to take care of any pain in your body without taking something internally, which can sometimes cause internal issues. If you've ever been on pain medications, you've probably experienced some issues with that internally over time. So this is a nice approach to take. Okay, and our last of the 3 habits that we highly recommend you look at throughout this program, the third would be an effective sleep routine. I would say this is the one, whenever I'm meeting with people and we're talking about health and goals, this is always that one that's there, right? It's just, it's that thing we know we need to improve on. I think we could all say, oh, I just wish I could get more sleep, especially if you're a mom. You probably find that most days you're putting a lot of the household's needs ahead of your own. There's always one more thing to do, and our sleep often takes a back seat. What if for 21 days, for maybe the first time in your adult life, you focus on getting to bed at a reasonable hour and wake up with the sun? What if just for 21 days, right? We were able to do that together. And I've given you some things to think about here when it comes to developing a good sleep routine. We will certainly work this into the program as well with you, but this is where your oils can really meet you where you're at. When you feel like you have these tools at your fingertips and you can diffuse lavender and have a nice self-care routine at night and have an Epsom bath, like Meg's mentioned, with some lavender and Epsom salts, the oils, you kind of start to look at them like your friends, like they're your support team, right? They're at your fingertips, they're helping you solve those issues. Whereas before you started with oils, you might have felt like you didn't have any support tools and it was just a lost cause, right? So sleep is a big mover. I want to share something super quick here. I wear this ring, it's called the Aura ring. I keep it off during the day. It emits a very small amount of EMF, but it tracks my sleep cycles every night. I've worn this for 2 years and it's very informative. It's very dialed in. And one thing I've learned by measuring my sleep over the last few years is, first of all, calming oils make a huge difference. When I massage in lavender, cedarwood, or vetiver, I always have a deeper quality of sleep. I have more REM sleep. It's very interesting. But the second thing I want to share with you is it really matters what time you get to bed. Even a half an hour difference. So for my personal body, my ideal bedtime is between 10 and 10:45 p.m. If I go to bed at 11 or 11:15, I will always wake up the next morning feeling off. And I make poor choices. I'm not feeling energetic. I choose foods that aren't of the highest good for me. It makes such a difference. And so play with your times a little bit through this program and see what works best for you. All right, next slide. So the other tool that we give you in the program is a weekly tracker. One ritual we want to encourage you to do throughout this program is prepping for your week. So taking some time on the weekend to set up a great week for success. So we give you this tracker to plan out your meals for the week, even if it's just dinner time, just planning out what you're going to be having each night for dinner. We give you some tools to use for that. We want you to plan your workouts for the week. So even if it's just planning a walk every day, what time are you doing it at? One thing I want to mention when it comes to the workouts, Megs, can you go to the next slide for just a moment and then come back? We actually give you guys a full 21-day workout plan. So our team, when we created this program for you 2 years ago, several leaders on our team recorded workouts for you. So Megan did several videos for this program, full body workouts. Lindsay Ham did some great Pilates workouts. Diana, I can see you on screen. She recorded a lovely yoga class for you guys. And this is a strategic exercise program. So you'll notice it's not just cardio, 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 cardio. We break up, we have active rest in here. So even for this alone, you guys, you might want to do this program just for this alone. So much value in this program. Everything you can click through this calendar and it'll link up right to that video. So you can just keep this on your iPad, go into your designated home gym and just click the link and pull up the workout for the day. So super cool. Let's just go back to the last slide for a second. And then the last section of the weekly tracker is planning your mindset, so your personal development. We included this section, especially for those of you that are business owners and are looking to take yourself to the next level. It always starts with your health. Your ability to lead yourself and to lead your health has a direct impact on your business. So for those of you that have goals, you have some kind of business, whether it's a doTERRA business or other, that you're looking to move to that next stage, your health is going to be a direct influence on that. So when you couple that with personal development, now we're talking. So we give you a link to a development library. Maybe you just want to pick an audiobook to be listening to 30 minutes a day throughout the program. You could just plan that in, or various podcasts that you like. All right, let's skip ahead 2 slides, Megs. We'll just look over the 21 assignments. So every day in our Facebook group, we're going to give you a little challenge. Nothing too crazy. For example, we take you through education in the first week around what habit stacking is, how to make a habit actually stick, mastering the daily oil routine. Sometimes we'll give you an assignment to go learn about something like the lifelong vitality supplements. We'll give you a little quiz within the assignment. As we get on through the weeks, we start moving through the various levels of whole health. So for example, in the self-care section, your assignment the one day is to go make your own glowing face oil. So that's really fun. We give you the recipe for taking your lavender and your frankincense and blending a glowing skin oil for your face. We teach you how to make a simple green cleaner using your tangerine oil. So lots of great things in here. And basically, if you do the assignment within our Facebook group and you engage in the comments below it, you're entered into a weekly draw. Every week throughout this program, we're giving away a Healthy Habits kit. So you'll have the opportunity to replenish everything you're using if you're a winner, okay? All right, so we're gonna close up. We're gonna show you guys the kit because I know a lot of you on right now are not yet customers on our team. So this is the kit you're going to want to start with. So I want to show you this. And then I do just want to touch on a few products you might want to add to your cart for this program to take it to the next level. So here's how you join us for this program. The program itself is our gift to you as part of our oil community. All you need to do is have the products within the Healthy Habits kit. So for those of you that are on our team, you can either order in the Healthy Habits kit on your LRP order, or you can order in whatever products you don't have yet. So maybe you have all the oils and maybe you're already taking Lifelong Vitality. You just want to order in your probiotics and your TERRAZYME and your Deep Blue Rub. Now, for those of you that are enrolling tonight with this kit, I'll show you just after this any products that you might want to add to your cart and why you might want to add those, because we have a special perk of this class. But after you have your products, and for those of you that already have your products, you're going to go to our landing page. You see it there in blue, wholefit.com/HH program. There you'll find a form. It's just in the middle of that landing page that you're going to fill in to register for the program. And that will put you on the list. And we're just going to go through the list and make sure that everyone who's registered for the program is actually on our team. And then May 25th, which is a week before we start, you'll receive a welcome email with your program ebook and the link to our Facebook group. So I want to just show you the kit really quickly. Let's go to the next slide here. So this is our Healthy Habits kit. Now, guys, this is available from both the US and the Canadian warehouse, but we're suggesting that you enroll or purchase this from the US warehouse because the probiotics are not yet approved in the Canadian warehouse, and we really want you to experience them. The good news is, I want to share a couple good tidbits about ordering from the US. I personally order from the US every month, just so I have access to everything. As a Canadian, you can do that. Americans, you can't order from the Canadian warehouse. So that's just a little perk of being Canadian. You can choose which warehouse. Now, the cool thing when you order from the US, you guys, if you're Canadian, you won't pay any customs or duties. So doTERRA adds a 6% charge to any products in the US warehouse to cover all duties and customs. So you actually save that way because it would have been more if you were hit with a customs bill. But the other cool thing is you don't pay any taxes. So depending on what province you live in Canada, that can be a big savings right there. And the exchange rate is actually pretty good right now. I don't know if you guys have looked recently, but it's going to work out to almost be a wash. Okay, so we're encouraging you to order from the US warehouse, the Healthy Habits kit. And again, if you are already a customer on our team, you can add this to your loyalty rewards order. Okay, this is an LRP only kit if you're ordering the kit. Now, a special perk of this class. Next slide, please. If you enroll or purchase your Healthy Habits kit within 3 days of this class, you're going to receive a free bottle of Citrus Bliss, which is one of our faves. And this is a full 15 ml essential oil blend. This bottle is actually pure bliss. It just smells like sunshine in a bottle. It is so uplifting. You will want to have it. And once you smell this, you will not go without it. I love to run it through my hair. I just put it on my pulse points throughout the day and breathe it in. It's just so beautiful and bright. Now, what you'll need to do to cash or to receive this is you'll want to enter the promo code you see on the screen. I'm going to read it out for you because when you check out on the screen, it's going to ask you if you have a promo code. Okay, so you're going to type in CAD C121 GSR. Okay, so that will come free with your Healthy Habits kit if you purchase it within 3 days of this class. If you want to add some extra products to your cart, you will also receive an adaptive blend along with Citrus Bliss. Adaptive is our signature emotional regulating blend. It is a must if you love to check in with yourself throughout the day, regulate your emotions, choose your state. Okay, so both of those come to you if you have a 300 PV order or higher. So let me show you how you might get up to the 300 PV mark or higher. Next slide. So this is a list of products and oils. We suggest they're optional in addition to your Healthy Habits kit, but they will make the program even more successful for you. So if you were to choose just a couple of other things to add to your cart, for sure, I would be looking at adding the new doTERRA protein. I'm going to show you that in just a moment, what that looks like. It comes as, it's a whey protein or a plant-based protein. The whey protein comes in vanilla or chocolate, and the plant-based comes in vanilla. There's also a greens powder, which is just temporarily out of stock. It sold out right away when these launched in January. It should be back in stock, you guys, middle of this month, I've been told. Okay, so if you're wanting to order that in for the program, we should have it in. And then the fiber powder is actually really delicious. So is the greens powder. Actually, all of them are delicious. I want to hear from you guys in the chat if you've tried any of these yet. But these would be ones to add into your cart for sure. And then if you're looking at any other things, I would suggest looking at the On Guard line to help reduce your toxic load. This is a great time for you to look at various products you're using on a daily basis, like toothpaste and cleaning chemicals and laundry detergent, and choosing into something a little cleaner and working with nature more in your home. So this is a great time to be looking at things like that. And it's a nice perk. If you know you want to purchase this kit, you can receive 2 free oils through tonight's class if your order is 300 PV or higher. So I was talking about the powders, and I want to end off here because these are brand new. These just recently launched. So let's go to the next slide. I want to talk about the protein first. These powders right now are only available from the US warehouse, but I want to share with you the pricing as Canadians because I think you'll be surprised to learn that it's actually just very comparable to any pricing you'd have at the health food store for protein. The fiber and greens actually work out to be cheaper in Canadian pricing than other comparable brands at health food stores. So this protein powder, you guys, has an impressive 22 grams of protein, but not only that, it has 8 grams of fiber. Now, if you've been making smoothies for years and buying protein powders from the health food store, you'll know that fiber is pretty rare to have in a protein. Fiber is one of those categories that I do think people are going to be focusing on a lot more over the next few years. It's been a neglected focus, I find, in a lot of diets. And the goal is actually to have at least 25 grams of fiber per day, which is pretty tricky to get. And I'll talk about the fiber in just a moment on the next slide. But the fact that this protein has 8 grams of fiber in it is really rare. It comes in chocolate or vanilla whey, plus a plant-based vanilla. They're all really delicious. And this is what we recommend blending up after your workout each day. Or you can make a smoothie in the morning, especially if you're more rushed in the morning. It's a nice way to get all of your macros in a blended way. So now let's look at the fiber. Oh, and by the way, sorry, before we leave this slide, I'm not sure, Linda, if you posted this yet. I don't think so. Can you please post the link to the smoothie recipe guide? We wanted to give this to you guys. We will link it up in the habits program for you too. But this is full of great smoothie recipes to try, pancake recipes, muffin recipes using the protein and fiber. So, and there's some recipes using the greens as well. Okay, let's look at the fiber powder. I had a situation last week where I had a little bit of a stomach bug or situation, and my TMI, but I was really loose. Like I was having some issues with my gut, and I hadn't actually been using the fiber powder. I purchased it when it launched in January, but I hadn't really built it into my routine because it's not something I would typically take on a daily basis, to be honest. And so when I had this situation last week, I was like, I need to get things a little more solidified. So I added the fiber to a glass of water, and I'll tell you, it tastes amazing, amazing. It reminds me a little bit of banana popsicles. Like I'm a kid of the 80s. We used to go biking down to the store every day and get popsicles. Banana was always like my top choice. It reminds me a bit of that, but I will say this, I like it better using a little hand blender. Do you guys have one of these? I have a picture of it on screen. It just helps it all to emulsify better. So what I will do is I'll add a scoop to water. You don't even need to add anything else. It actually has lemon essential oil in it. It's a whole food sourced fiber powder. So it uses whole food sources such as apple, tapioca, and flaxseed. It gives you a solid 6 grams of soluble and insoluble fiber. And this is what makes this really cool. It has prebiotics built into it from chicory root and Jerusalem artichoke. So here is what I highly suggest you do if you're thinking, how do I build a fiber powder into my day? Make a glass for yourself at night before bed and have it with your probiotic. Okay. Probiotics is another one of those supplements that often people are like, I don't know how many to take or when to take them. It is best to take it at night because then it's going to help populate in your microbiome at night while you're resting. And it doesn't then have to compete with food and with digestion. And this is often an issue when you take probiotics. Megan mentioned this earlier. Our probiotics are double encapsulated, so they go past the stomach and make it into the GI tract where you want them. But if you're having them with food, sometimes the body is focusing so much on digestion that it can slow that process down. So it's best to take your probiotics at night. If you take them with your fiber drink, the fiber drink is going to lend prebiotics to that situation, which help the probiotics make it even further. Remember, prebiotics are the food for probiotics. Okay, hot nutrition tip for you there. So this is a beverage you want to make for yourself at night. And honestly, you'll really like it. It tastes really good. Okay, let's go to the last powder, the greens. So I'm sure some of you in class have tried a greens powder in the past. They can be, pretty popular in nutrition circles, but they often taste like garbage. Like you're always trying to hide the taste of them, right? This one again tastes really great on its own. I had the girls over, Megan and Rebecca and Brittany, to my house when these first were launching. This was back in December. I got a sneak peek of the powders, and we were all standing around my kitchen island whipping up drinks, and we were all shocked at how good these powders actually tasted. So we give you our full stamp of approval on the taste of these, but the nutritionals are way good. Okay, so this greens powder, it tastes like kind of like a mixed berry flavor. It's natural, it's non-GMO, it's gluten-free, it's vegan friendly. It has powerful superfoods like noni berry, acai, mangosteen, goji berry, moringa. So it's actually the equivalent of 1 to 2 servings of fruits and vegetables. So what I suggest you do is make a superfood smoothie with this. You add a scoop of the greens, you add a scoop of the protein, you add half a cup of frozen fruit. You will not need to add as much fruit as you normally do because these naturally have a great profile. They have a nice neutral sweetness to them. And then add a cup of almond milk, blend it up, you're good to go. That would be a great superfood smoothie to have each day. Okay, so the last slide I just wanted to show you here was the pricing for Canadians. We ran all of the numbers and these stack really well. So even though you're ordering these from the US warehouse, when we looked at comparable brands, they're right in line. In fact, the fiber powder and the greens powder were well below comparable powders at the health food store. But the other thing we wanted to highlight with the pricing, for those of you that are not yet customers on our team, doTERRA has a program called Loyalty Rewards. It's a monthly ordering program. It's totally optional, but it's how a lot of us like to order our doTERRA products. You only have to order 1 item a month to stay in that program. But the nice thing is over time, you start to earn more and more back. So by the end of your first year ordering on this program, you're at 30% back in product on every monthly order. So I know there's quite a few of you in the classroom right now who are already customers on our team. You have been for a few years and you're at that 30% earnings rate. For you, ordering these products from the US warehouse is a no-brainer because you're going to be right level with comparable products you might already be buying at a health food store in Canada, but now you're going to earn all these extra points back on your order. So pretty cool there. Okay, I'm going to get to the giveaway. Just want to summarize the last slide here. Real simple. Here's how you join us for our program. Okay, just to recap everything we've talked about tonight. So you want to either enroll with the Healthy Habits Kit, or if you're already a customer, add it to your LRP. If you were to order it tonight or tomorrow, you have lots of time to get it in before we start on June 1st. We're going to run this class again May the 17th. So I would say you're getting pretty close to the deadline by that class, but you should still be able to get your products in. But we'd love for you to be able to unbox them and kind of set them up around your home and get ready for the program. So I would order this week to make sure you have it all in time. Then think about any optional products you want to add, especially if you're brand new, you guys, and you're planning to enroll tonight. You're going to get that free citrus bliss oil if you enter that promo code. And then you definitely want to look at, if it's in your budget to add some more products to get up to that 300 PV mark, you're going to receive 2 free oils tonight. And then you'll just hop over to our landing page, wholefit.com/HH program. Maybe Linda, could you pop that into the chat so they have it? And you'll just go over there and add your name to the form to register. And we'll be going through all of the entries. And you'll receive a welcome email from us on May 25th. Okay. All righty, let's go to the next slide. And then we will come back into the Zoom room for any Q&A you guys have. So, okay. So this is a pretty high ticket giveaway. So I'm not going to make it too easy on you guys. Put your peppermint oil on, grab a drink of water. Here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to get my little timer going because we're going to do a little trivia. Now, there's only going to be one winner here tonight, so I hope you were listening. Here's what we're going to do. I have a series of trivia questions I'm going to ask. And for our friends that are watching over on Facebook, I'm sorry, you cannot enter the giveaway. This is just for those of us in the Zoom room. We have about 100 people in the Zoom room right now. So for those of you on Facebook, you might want to join our May 17th class and be in our Zoom room because we're going to give away another one of these kits on the 17th. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You're going to have 15 seconds per question. And I'm going to ask Megan and Linda to really monitor the chat here. So basically, I'm going to ask a question. And for all of you that get the right answer, you have 15 seconds to post the correct answer into the chat. If you get the right answer, you move on to question 2. If only one of you gets it right on question 1, you're the winner. So we're looking for that winner. And I'm going to just keep firing questions at you until we get to Smarty Pants winner, okay?
Hey, Ange, can I get out of this screen right now? Because I can monitor the chat a little bit better if I.
Yes, good call. Let's come back in. All right, are we ready? I want to see everybody. Go up to my gallery view. All right, there we go. Hello, everybody. Good. Okay, so first question. As soon as I say the question, oh, Siri's talking to me now. Hold on, that's creepy. Okay, so as soon as I say the question, I'm going to start the timer. You have 15 seconds, okay? All right, question 1. How many grams of protein are in the protein powder? Go. Oh, I see a lot of right answers. Make sure you're posting to the chat and not to direct message to me. I see a few of you coming in as direct message. Oh, stop. Okay, 15 seconds is up. Okay, so listen. Now we got to play a little bit of trust here, community. The correct answer is 22. Yay! All right, so all of you that guessed 22 grams of protein, you are moving on to round 2. Are we ready? Okay, so everyone else becomes the cheer squad. Question 2. What is doTERRA's most popular product? Go. Okay, so this should only be those of you that got the first question right answering. All right, done. Here we go. And the winners are those of you that guessed LLV, Lifelong Vitality. Very good, very good. So even though we are the largest essential oil company in the world, our #1 product, the most purchased product every month by customers is Lifelong Vitality supplements. Good job. All right, how many did we have move on there? Like we had about 8 or so, something like that. Okay. Question 3. How many active enzymes are in TERRAZYME? Go. Okay, Corinne, that's the probiotic. Do you want to give a different guess? How many active enzymes? Okay, nobody got it right, so we'll go on to the next one. The answer was 10. Corinne was close with her 10 billion. All right, ready? Next question. Fill in the blank. doTERRA sources from over blank number of countries. Go. Okay, stop. All right, yes, 45, very good. You guys are hanging on. So we've got 6 moving forward, is that right? Megan, Linda, 6, okay. All right. Okay, next question. How many strains of probiotic are in the PB Assist? Go. Debbie, no Googling. All right, stop. Oh, we have a winner. Julie Marchand got it right. Where are you, Julie? Yay, Julie. Nice. Oh, let me unmute you. Hold on.
Mine have been coming in on a different side than you guys. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean, but you won. So whatever you're doing it right. Congratulations, Julie. I think we were talking on Facebook. You were having,
Yes.
you were
I was the girl that couldn't get on today.
Oh,
So-
look at this. And you won the prize. That is so awesome. Yeah. So listen, Julie, I'm going to just type into the chat email address. You can send us your mailing address.
It's nice to meet you guys. I had a wonderful class. I am so happy I made it. It was meant to be tonight. So
it was meant to be.
Because I didn't have as much to do, you know, now. So I really relaxed and enjoyed my time.
Good. Good. Well, we're so happy you're here. We're so happy so many of you could join us live tonight. So Julie, you are all set to join us for the program. So
the reason I absolutely love this as well is I come from a medical background and I'm nursing masters and I've worked in ICUs and sort of critical areas. And I've just retired and I want to be an advocate for doTERRA. And I'm just launching now. And I'm so excited because all of this stuff I use every day since November. And I've been a product of the product because my life has changed. I feel so different now. You know, it's unreal. I had to first experience it before I talked about it with other people. I needed to do that for me. And I really had an opportunity the last 3 months to experience the long life vitality package, the healthy habits. So I'm so excited to be here. But.
Wow, Julie, that's so cool. So you're beginning a new chapter.
Yes.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
Well, this is good timing for you. I'm so happy you can join us for the program too. Right on. Well, does anybody have any questions? Anything we didn't get to throughout the chat there, Linda?
No, I haven't seen any questions. We've been sort of answering them as we go along. Someone was asking about a code, but I believe that's for the continuing education classes, unless I'm wrong.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're right. We must have some of our continuing ed students in the classroom. So that class is coming up Wednesday, you guys. We're doing our next class on sleep this Wednesday. So that's a different situation over there. We give you guys a code word. For those of you that are not yet enrolled, we gave you the code tonight, the promo code to enter for the free Citrus Bliss. So that was the code we gave you there. Wonderful. Okay, well, listen, we're going to end there. We're coming up over an hour here, right? So again, we will run this class for you guys May the 17th. So if you have any friends or family that you think might enjoy this and might want to do the program along with you, invite them. We will run this class again on the 17th, but every Monday, typically, we have just our basic top 10 intro to oils class happening Mondays at 2 and 8 p.m. So this was a special class tonight, but if you want to join us perhaps next week for an intro to oils class, we'd love to have you attend there. So thank you guys. We hope you have a great rest of your night. Megan, you rocked tonight. Thank you. Linda, you're awesome. That was a great class. Hopefully we can run another great class on the 17th and we'll rock the program starting June 1st. Have a good night, you guys.